Hey guys, welcome to Tiny House Customs. I'm Dan. When I did the finish on my front door, I was so impressed with the General Finishes outdoor oil that I used that I reached out to the company and asked if they would be interested in working with me on a project, and they graciously accepted my offer, I guess you could say, and they sent me 5 gallons of this product, General Finishes outdoor oil. Now, General Finishes has a full line of finishing products. If you're going to do anything with wood, I would strongly recommend a non-big box store brand. You know what I mean? Yes, I hope you know what I mean. Big box store is going to carry a crappy grade finish for your projects. I found this at a local woodworking store, like a custom woodworking store where you'll get like really nice tools and stuff like that. And the guy recommended it to me, and that was the whole reason I used it. Now, this outdoor oil is specially formulated for outdoor use, so it contains different things to make it last longer. It's said to be used on outdoor wood furniture, but obviously any type of wood product that's going to be outside, it would work on. But I'm going to be basically doing the same thing that I did in my front door finish. I'm going to be applying this on all these pieces of wood that you can kind of see. I mean, there's a bunch back there that you can't really see. Now, I have not filmed anything for about 3 weeks. I have been sanding, routering, and getting these windows ready for finish. Right now, they're all sanded up to 220. It literally takes freaking 5-6 hours to sand everything. I did raise the grain twice already. I raised it right before I did 120 and right before I did 220. And it's really smooth. I mean, I don't have any imperfections in the wood. Everything's good, and I'm just ready to move on. I mean, this is a project. What do you say? Do we get started, really? Do we just do it? So I'm just going to be using a rag to apply the finish, and I'm also going to wear gloves. I hope I have them. So you can see back here, I have everything laid out. All my sills, all my frames for my windows. I didn't assemble the frames like I did on the door because I want a better finish on it, and I'll be able to sand better without getting like a curved edge in it. So I'm going to assemble the windows after they're completely done. Now, I did do a video on this portion, but I'm not sure I'm going to release it because it was pretty bad. You might have seen it. I'll probably edit it so it's viewable. But I did router out all my window frames as well as the frames for these pieces. And everything is labeled and numbered. So everyone is fit to fit a specific frame. I got a lot of finishing to do. I mean, do you see it? Just this right here is a lot. Now, they say to stir this up when you get a new can, so we'll stir this up. Can't remember if I did that on my door. Now, they say when you're applying this to apply a generous coat and then come back 15 minutes later and remove any excess that's still on it. From my experience with the door, I ended up leaving it on every single time. I just did a thinner and thinner coat every time, and I didn't have any runs, and I didn't have any like major problems with it. So this first coat, I'm really going to just soak it in and get good coverage on this. Now, the bottom of this piece won't be seen, but I'm still going to finish it as well as this end grain. And then when I lay this piece back here, I'll have that side down. It's not going to cause too many problems. There's one piece. About 144 to go. Now, on some of these pieces, I have a show side and a non-show side. On the back, I wrote something. I either have like a black mark or I put some pencil on there saying no. So, again, I'm still going to finish it, but I'm not going to spend as much time on it as I do on the show side. They say you can apply 1 to 3 coats. I'm going to probably apply close to 5 coats and then reapply every 2, maybe 3 years. We'll see how it does on the exposed side, the side that's going to be exposed to the sun. We'll see how well it handles the first year. By going with a wood product on the outside of your house, you're going to have to finish it regardless. And some companies will say that you don't need to do it as often as others. But if you let the wood get really bad and then you try to revitalize it, I guess you could say. It is not, it's going to be much harder to do versus versus just reapplying it before it actually needs it. So I'll be keeping an eye on it and making sure it's doing good. Once I apply a good soaking coat, I'm just going to come and even it out. If I slop too much on, it'll help that problem. Come a long way with these. It's been like 3 months. Now you can spray this stuff on. I just haven't had much luck with spraying a finish on. It kind of came out really sloppy when I did it on my beadboarding. Applying it with a rag or a paintbrush is going to take a little longer, but your finished product is going to be much better, I personally think. Now I do have a lot of finishing to do, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just going to keep applying it, and then I have to give it 24 hours to harden, and then I'll come back into the video probably and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. But when I'm done with this rag, I need to go and soak this in water in a metal bucket and get the metal bucket away from anything that could possibly catch on fire. So basically I'm going to put it in the middle of nowhere and hopefully we'll be alright. But this will spontaneously combust. Can we clean up a little? Just a little bit. I mean, you don't got to get buck wild. Oh, that's too much dust. So I finished applying the first coat of General Finishes Outdoor Oil. It's a good product, this General Finishes Outdoor Oil. And I've given it 24 hours to harden. So I'm going to go and put another coat on it. At this stage, you could sand if you want to, but generally when you start to sand over top of a finish, it's going to gum up your sand pads. I was trying to find my Scotch-Brite pads that I had, but I can't find any. And overall, I mean, it's pretty smooth, so I'm alright with it. I mean, it would take me like 3 or 4 hours to rub everything down, so I'm just not about that. I mean, overall, it's good. I'm gonna look for any like minor imperfections. Some spots in like these corners, I had like glue that I didn't get completely cleaned out, so I just went in there real quick with some 320 sandpaper and sanded it out. But overall, everything looks really good. At this point, I'm also gonna measure my windows and make sure that all my numbers are right, and I'm going to call the window manufacturer, the glass manufacturer, and have them cut my glass and get that ready for me. That takes about 14 days to get that, so by the time I'm finished with this finishing process, I'll be ready to install the glass. So I want to get that ball rolling, but I also need to pay for that, and that's going to cost some money. So okay, I had a screwdriver, but I put it down. And when you put stuff like that down, you generally lose it because you don't have any organizational skills. Now I have the can from when I was doing my front door, and then I've got the can that I opened to start the windows. I'm going to pour this into here so I can use this up. They're probably the exact same, but I want to make sure that if there is any imperfections in it, I'll get a consistent finish. So now every time I apply a coat, I'm going to apply a thinner and thinner coat so that I don't have any like massive buildup or drips or pooling. So I'm going to be very mindful about how much finish I'm putting on. You can see here I kind of installed this chain system to hang the window frames on. And then I've got 2 chains here that dangle down so I can finish the window and then put it up here. And then I've got one window here, another one behind you. And there's one here too. It's chaotic. It's too claustrophobic for me. I'm getting a little. They look nice though, don't they? They look beautiful. Beautiful. You're beautiful. So I'm gonna turn some music on and jam out. I might put some uncopyrighted music on here for you. Maybe not. Probably not. These videos tend to be long. I'm almost out of white t-shirts. I've literally chopped up all my white t-shirts. I need to go get some white t-shirts. I got the lockdown on black t-shirts, if you noticed. Always got about 40 black t-shirts. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, I like how it just makes you look beautiful. Ooh. Oh, the way that accents your man boobs is so hot.
Sunrise, burn your eyes.
Alright, so I've given that second coat of General Finishes 24 hours to harden, and everything is looking good. I bought a bunch of Scotch-Brite pads. I bought different grits, if that's what they're called. I don't know exactly. It's like 0 and then double zeros, and I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm just going to go over. I got a real coarse one. I'm going to go over it real light, just the exposed stuff. Then I can apply the third and I wish I could say final coat, but it ain't. All right, so the other night I finished doing the 5th and final coat on these windows. This whole process took me probably over a month. I've been doing other projects which you've been watching me do. I did the remodel the last few weeks, and I've been coming in here once in a while and putting on another coat. But these things turned out absolutely beautiful. I should get a small one. I'll get my favorite piece of wood. It's sad that I have a favorite piece of wood, but look at that. Turned out absolutely amazing. I mean, can we really enjoy that for a minute? So awesome. So again, I definitely want to give a thanks to General Finishes Outdoor Oil for providing me this finish for my windows. And I'm also going to be using that finish on my cedar shake siding that I'm going to be doing. So you'll get to see that product again. I'll definitely link some information about General Finishes in the description below. So if you're interested in picking some of that up, you might have to kind of search where you can find it, but I will leave some links to help with that. Now I also picked up all the glass. This piece right here cost $55. It's a double pane tempered glass. All my windows are tempered. Some of them don't need to be by code, but I figured, what the hell, for a few extra bucks I'll get it tempered. If you really want to see how I did my finishing process, I really did it the same way that I did the front door. So I will link that in the description below as well, so you can check that out. But thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I put out new videos twice a week right now. That could change, who knows, but it's going pretty good for now. If you want to jump ahead and watch more videos, because there's more than what's actually on YouTube, I have a Patreon page where my Patreon supporters are about 20 videos ahead of where you are right now. Well, I don't know where I'm at in the future when I'm filming this, but right now where I'm filming it, which is where the video that just released was, what one just came out? Oh, the old projects, long time ago, like 2 months ago. So this was filmed like 2 months ago. So if you want to be 2 months ahead, you go on Patreon. The link for that's going to be in the description. Check it out. Just $1 a month, and you will get some VIP treatment. You'll get like behind the scenes type videos too, maybe occasionally. Not all the time, but sometimes. Awesome. Great. Don't forget to like, comment, and I will see you on the next video. That was a horrible outro. Did it need to be good? I didn't think so. Oh.